Hi, my name is Jason Hannigan. This is my wife, Jenny Hannigan. And we have two kids, Charlotte and Blake, 6 and 1 respectively. And we recently moved here from Kansas City, Missouri. And it was a corporate transfer. I took a position as an attorney at Via Christi Health System. And of course, I was to start before we had the opportunity to sell our house and find one here. So I know it was really important for my wife and I to find an agent that could be willing to work with our inconvenient schedule and just go well beyond what I think a typical situation would be with respect to the agent-buyer relationship. And fortunately, we found Leah, and we could not have been happier. I know from me traveling back and forth from Kansas City to be with my family, we were in contact with Leah really consistently on off hours in terms of questions we have, houses we wanted to see, and we've seen houses, so many houses, in multiple times. And I know in terms of when we did find our house, Leah would always be willing to go get measurements, help us, assist us with contractors, and I couldn't have been happier with respect to all the different services and expertise that Leah had in our experience with buying our house, which we were just so happy with. And so I know my wife, in terms of finding an agent that I thought she could connect with her being in Kansas City for a large portion of her time, that I knew it was really important for her that she trusted an agent with respect to giving her opinion and helping her make choices with respect to our house purchase. But I can let my wife talk about that.
I was very impressed by how organized Leah was. For our first trip here, we were brand new to Wichita, and she had a packet put together with school and daycare information and area attractions, had some ideas about which parts of town we should look in. She had a pen and a paper for me to take notes on our first trip out to look at houses together, and she was always on time, early in fact, and so that was really, really helpful. She is an expert in this market, and that was also very, very important for us moving from out of town and not being familiar with it. We were able to find a house in an area that we love. We couldn't be happier here, and knowing that her expertise was behind that made us just feel really, really good about our decision. Whenever we've looked for a house, we've wanted what we wanted, but also wanted it to be a really good value. We feel like we got that here as well. Leah was patient, and I'm not always the best decision maker, and so that was helpful that we could see our top choices more than once and more than twice, and I probably shouldn't say how many times. And she was also, she would give her opinion when we asked, and that's important to me too. Not being the most decisive, it's nice when I ask for an opinion if someone will actually share it, and of the agents that I've known, not all of them will be willing to do that. And so we highly recommend her. We couldn't have been happier with the service that she gave to us, and we know you'll feel the same way.
Right.